students. In the previous video lecture, we have completed question number 1, then question 4, accounts, chapter 1, introduction to partnership. In previous lecture, we have completed question number 1, 4, 5, then 6, then 9, 10 and 11. 1, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11 we have completed. Now only 4 questions are left. Question number 2, question number 3, question number 7 and question number 8. These 4 questions are left. So first of all, question number 7. Question number 7. Ram, Rahim and Ishu. Ram, Rahim and Ishu. 3 partners are there. Their capital as on 1st April 2016. 1st April 2016 their capital is 60,000, 40,000 and 50,000 rupees respectively. After the distribution of profit of the year, it was realized that charging of 6% interest on capital was missed out. So after distribution of profit, they realized that they have not taken into account interest on capital. Means interest on capital at the rate of 6% was missed out. Was missed out. Now we have to rectify this error. Rectify the error, and for rectifying the error we have to pass journal entry. We have to pass a journal entry in this case. Now this is one of the mistake done by the firm, that they have taken in capital account all the transactions except interest on capital at the rate of 6%. So first of all we will calculate interest on capital. Interest on capital 6% means 6% of 60,000, 3,600. 6% of 40,000, 2,400, and 6% of 50,000, that is 3,000. So interest and this is interest on capital. This amount was not taken by partner. They have distributed the profit. After distributing profit, they come to know that they have not taken interest on capital. Interest on capital is an income for partners and expense for firm. Firm has to pay this amount out of the profit. So now we are going to rectify the error. So first of all you have to write down interest on capital, which is 6%. 6% of 60,000, 3,600 minus reason, plus reason, it is received by partners, so it will increase their capital. Interest on capital is always shown on credit side of capital account. Credit side, this is credit side. This side we have to show the interest on capital. So it is received by partners, that's why it increases their capital. That's why we are putting the sign of plus. Similarly, Rahim, 40,000, 6% of 40,000, 2,400 plus. And Ishu, 6% of 50,000 plus 3,000. So total amount paid by firm to them is here total amount 3,000, 5,000, 8,000, 9,000. When firm will pay 9,000 rupees to these partners, the profit of the total profit of the firm reduces by how much amount? By same 9,000 rupees. And profit is always distributed in profit loss sharing ratio. So in this question, profit loss sharing ratio is not given. So we have to assume 1:1:1. So in equal ratio, same 9,000 will be distributed. Minus here reduction in profit. You have to write a reduction in profit. Minus 3,000, minus 3,000, minus 3,000. Interest on capital is always paid out of profit. So after distribution of profit, partners realize that interest on capital is missed out, means they have not taken interest on capital. So now firm is paying interest on capital, means 3,600 rupees to Ram, 2,400 rupees to Rahim, and 3,000 rupees to Issue. Means total firm has paid 9,000 rupees to these partners. As a result, what happens? The total profit of firm reduces by how much amount? By same amount, by 9,000. And profit is always distributed, profit or loss is always distributed in profit loss sharing ratio. And in this question, profit and loss sharing ratio is not given. So we have to assume equal ratio, 1:1:1. So in equal ratio, we are distributing the profit. Minus 3,000, minus 3,000, minus 3,000. Same amount you have to distribute. So what is the net effect? On one side, Ram is receiving 3,600. Another side, his profit reduces by 3,000. So net effect is plus 600. Means he is in profit. One side he is receiving 3,600. Another side his profit is reducing by 3,000. So still he is in profit of 600. Rahim, one side he is receiving 2,400 as interest on capital, but another side his profit is reducing by 3,000. So he is in loss of 300. Third, Issue, he is receiving 3,000 as interest on capital. On the other side, his profit reduces by same amount, 3,000. Means no profit, no loss. There is no effect on Issue's capital account. Now, the partner who is in loss, means Rahim, is debited. And the partner who is in profit will be credited. So, entry becomes Rahim's capital account debit, Rahim's capital account, capital or current account debit to Ram's capital account. 600, 600. In this way, you have to pass journal entries in proper format. Date, particular, ledger folio, debit, credit. Journal entries. Rahim's capital account debit to Ram's capital. So this is question number 7. Now question number 8. So whenever interest on capital is missed out, it means partners have not received interest on capital. So in order to rectify the error, we need to pay interest on capital, means firm has to pay interest on capital to them. So firm is paying, according to this solution, firm is paying interest on capital to Ram, to Rahim, and to Issue. As a result, what happens? Their capital increases. That's why we are putting the sign of S, plus. On the other side, after paying this amount, the firm's profit will reduce by the same amount, means by 9,000. Total firm is paying 9,000 to partners. So firm's profit will reduce by 9,000. And reduction in profit means it will be deducted from partner's capital account. So minus 3,000 in equal ratio. Ratio is not given. Minus 3,000, minus 3,000, minus 3,000. So net effect is plus 600 for Ram, minus 300 for Rahim. So minus will be debited. Rahim's capital account debited to Ram's capital. Question number 8. Lata, Geeta and Praveena. Lata, Geeta and Praveena. These are the three partners in a partnership firm. After distribution of profit, means profit is already distributed. After that, it was realized that charging of interest on partners drawing. Now interest on drawing. Interest on drawing. It was realized that charging of interest on partners drawing account respectively 2700, 2700, rupees 1200 and rupees 1500 was missed out. Was missed out. 2700, then 1200 and 1500 missed out. Missed out means interest on drawing is always, and in this question we have to rectify the error. Rectify the error means again we have to pass journal entry. Now what is the question? Whatever profit is earned by the firm, that profit was distributed among all these three partners, Lata, Geeta and Praveena. And after distribution of profit, means profit is already distributed, then they realized that interest on drawing was missed out. Missed out here means interest on drawing is not paid by. Interest on drawing is expense for partners and profit for firm. Expense for partners and profit for firm. So they had not paid interest on drawing, that is 2700, 1200 and 1500 was not paid by these partners to the firm. Now we have to rectify the error. Now these partners have not paid interest on drawing. So in order to rectify the error, now these partners are required to pay interest on drawing to firm. So now they are paying interest on drawing. Lata is required to pay 2700. She is paying, that's why minus, because their capital reduces. Similarly, minus 1200. She is also paying 1200. As a result, her capital reduces. That's why minus. And last, minus 1500. She is also paying 1500 to the firm. Her capital reduces. That's why we are putting the sign of minus. Total, these three partners has paid 5400 to firm. Total amount paid by these partners in the form of interest on drawing. When they are paying 2700, 1200, 1500 to firm, the firm's profit increases by 5400. Earlier profit was already distributed. Now firm has received 5400 as profit. Profit is always distributed among these three partners in profit loss sharing ratio. And profit loss sharing ratio is not given in the question. Again we have to assume 1:1:1. So same amount 5400 now distributed in profit loss sharing ratio. This is called increase in profit. Increase in profit. So 5400 into 1/3, 1800 plus 1800. Now they are receiving that 5400 in profit loss sharing ratio plus 1800 plus 1800 plus 1800. Once again, interest on drawing was missed out. It means these three partners have not paid interest on drawing. So now in order to rectify the error, they are paying 2700, 1200, 1500 to firm. 2700, 1200, 1500 is an expense for these partners, means they are paying, their capital reduces, that's why this amount will be debited in their capital account. This is reducing their capital, that's why we are putting the sign of minus. Once they paid this amount to firm, firm's profit will increase by this amount 5400, and again this is profit, that's why it will be distributed between or among partners in their profit sharing ratio. So same amount we are distributing between these partners in profit loss sharing ratio, which is equal. 1800 Lata is receiving, she is receiving, that's why we are putting the sign of plus. Their capital increases. She is also receiving same amount here. So what is the net effect? Minus 2700 plus 1800. She is in loss of 900. One side she is paying 2700, other side she is receiving 1800, means she is in loss of 900. Here Geeta, she is paying, means she is in loss of 1200, other side she is in profit of 1800, still she is in profit of 600. Now so far as Praveena is concerned, she is paying 1500 to firm, and in return she is receiving 1800. She is also in profit of 300. The partner who is in loss, means Lata, will be debited, and the partners who are in profit, means Geeta and Praveena, they will be credited. So entry becomes, who is debited? Lata. Lata's capital account debit. Lata's capital account debit to Geeta's capital account. Geeta's capital account to Praveena's capital account. Lata will be debited by 900. Geeta will be credited by 600. And Praveena's capital account will be credited by 300. And this journal entry you have to pass in proper format again. Date, particular, ledger folio, debit, credit. In this way you have to pass entry. And in this way we have rectified the error. Question number 8 is completed. Lata's capital account debit to Geeta's capital to Praveena's capital. Lata's capital account will be debited by 900. Geeta's capital account will be credited by 600. And Praveena's capital account will be credited by 300. Now only two questions are left. Question number 2nd and question number 3rd. Question number 2nd and question number 3rd, they are based on commission. Question based on commission. Now how to calculate commission? Before that we have to understand profit and loss appropriation account, because generally commission is shown in profit and loss appropriation account. If commission is payable to any employees, then it will be shown in P&L account. If commission is payable to partner, then it will be shown in P&L appropriation account. Right now I am taking P&L appropriation account. Profit and loss appropriation account. Whatever profit, net profit received from profit and loss account, that net profit we are showing in P&L account credit side by net profit. Suppose net profit is 60,000. Before attempting second question, we try to understand this account, then question become easy for us. By net profit 60,000. Now assume that firm is paying commission. Right now we are taking partner's commission. Firm is paying commission at the rate of 10% on net profit. On net profit. So 10 on net profit means 60,000. So to commission. 10% of 60,000 means 6,000. Now to divisible profit. To divisible profit. Suppose total there are two partners A and B. A and B ratio assume equal 1:1. So 60,000 minus 6,000. Remaining profit means a divisible profit is 54,000. 54,000. And ratio we have assumed equal means 1:1. So in equal ratio we have to divide 27,000. 27,000. Account is closed. 60,000. Now here two different problems arise in order to calculate commission. First, we have already done. What is the first point? If we have to calculate commission 10% on a net profit, means on this profit, then it is very easy to calculate. 10% of 60,000, direct we can write 6,000. Before that, another point is, this is in this account we have two profit. One is net profit. One is net profit. And another is divisible profit. Now try to understand. Then we will start question number second. In this account we have two profit. One is net profit. Another is divisible profit. Net profit means this is the profit before commission. This profit is called profit before commission. Profit before commission means out of this profit we have not deducted commission right now. This is commission profit before commission. Before deduction of commission we have 60,000. And this profit is called profit after commission. Profit after commission. Profit after commission. This is profit before commission. This is profit after commission. Means net profit is called profit before commission. Divisible profit means profit after commission. After deduction of 6,000 we are getting or we are receiving 54,000. That's why it is called profit after commission. Now if I will say you to calculate 10% commission on profit before commission, then it becomes very easy for you to calculate commission. Once again, if question asks you to calculate 10% commission on profit before commission, means on which profit? The profit which is before commission, and before commission means net profit. So very easily you can calculate 10% of 60,000, 6,000. If I will say you to calculate 10% commission, 10% commission on 10% commission on profit after commission, you have to calculate 10% commission on which profit? Profit after commission. Now right now we do not have profit after commission. Now this is second question. We have to calculate 10% commission. 10%. On which profit? On profit after deduction of this commission. After deduction of this commission, whatever answer comes here, on this profit we have to calculate 10%. Means we are not required to calculate 10% on 60,000. We have to calculate 10% on this profit. Now, how can we get this profit if we do not have commission? Because we will get this profit after deduction of commission, and we have to calculate 10% on this profit. So it becomes difficult for us to calculate. That's why we are applying one formula for calculating this profit, and formula is, means we have to calculate commission in two ways: profit before commission and on profit after commission. When we have to calculate commission on net profit before commission, on a net profit before commission. Net profit before commission means on net profit. Then simple formula we have to apply. Formula is net profit means according to our P&L appropriation account on this amount, on net profit which is given. So net profit into rate of commission, into rate of commission. Rate of commission means commission is given in percentage form, that's why 100 will come. Net profit into rate of commission, and directly we will get commission amount. This simple formula. For example, if 60,000 is given in our example and commission is suppose 10%, so 10% of 60,000, directly we will get 6,000. But when, second method to calculate commission, if we have to calculate this second point, commission on net profit after deduction of such commission, means if you write here commission, we will get divisible profit. Now commission means 10%. 10% we are required to calculate on this profit, and this profit we will get only after deduction of commission. Now it becomes very difficult to calculate commission. So formula for calculating commission in this question is commission is equal to net profit. Net profit means 60,000 into rate of commission, into rate of commission means 10%. In our example 10% is given, upon 100 plus rate of commission. Rate of commission. Net profit into rate of commission upon 100 plus rate of commission means, according to our example, net profit is 60,000 into rate of commission is 10% upon 100 plus 10 means 110. In this way you will get commission. So whenever we have to calculate commission on a net profit before commission, then simple formula we have to apply. But whenever we have to calculate commission on a net profit after commission, then we have to apply this formula: net profit into rate of commission upon 100 plus rate of commission. Once commission is calculated either by that formula, previous formula, simple formula, or by this formula, once we will get commission, then second step. In second step we need to calculate divisible profit. Divisible profit. And how can we get divisible profit? Net profit minus commission. Net profit minus commission. Once again, first step, you need to calculate commission, and for calculating commission we have two formulas or two methods. If commission, we have to calculate commission on net profit before commission, not after, before commission, then we have to apply simple formula: net profit into rate of commission, we will get commission. Or if we have to calculate on net profit after, then we need to apply this formula. So either by applying first formula or second formula as per the situation of question. Once commission is calculated, After calculation of commission, we need to calculate divisible profit, and divisible profit we are getting when we deduct commission from net profit. So net profit minus commission, we get divisible profit, and then distribute this divisible profit in partners in their profit loss sharing ratio. Now come to question number second. Question number second. According to question number second, Amrita and Divya, two partners are there, A and D. Their capital ratio is 3:2. Amrita is to be paid. Amrita is to be paid 8% commission, 8% commission on net profit, after, after, not before, after. After deduction of such commission, what amount will be received by Amrita? Means we have to calculate total amount received by Amrita. If profit of the year is 96,876, 96,876 is the profit of the firm. So this is the question. Question number second. Two partners are there, Amrita and Divya. Here capital ratio is given. I have already told you that capital ratio is used only and only for distribution of capital. In other transactions, in other distributable items, we need to use profit loss sharing ratio. So there is no use of capital ratio in this question. There is no use of capital ratio in this question. So what is the profit loss sharing ratio of these two partners? We have to assume 1:1. So right now delete capital ratio. There is no use of this capital ratio in this question. Now how much Amrita is going to receive? Amrita is going to receive commission at the rate of 8%. 8%, but on which profit? On net profit after deduction of such commission. Here after is written, that's why we need to apply second formula. Commission is equal to net profit into rate of commission upon 100 plus rate of commission. So according to this formula, she will get net profit is 96,876 into rate of commission is 8%, means 8 upon 100 plus rate of commission is 8. So 100 plus 8, 108 is equal to, commission becomes 96,000 into 8 upon 108. $96,876 into 8 divided by 108. 108 is equal to 7176. So her commission is 7176. This is commission. So commission is equal to 7176 received by Amrita. Now second step, we need to calculate divisible profit. Divisible profit. How we can get divisible profit? When we deduct this amount, means commission amount, from net profit. So formula becomes net profit, here you have to write net profit minus commission, minus commission. Net profit is 96,876 minus commission 7176 is equal to, we will get 89,700 rupees. Rupees 89,700. 876 716 is equal to 89,700 is the divisible profit. Now divide divisible profit between Amrita and Divya in equal ratio. But in this question they are asking that how much total amount received by Amrita only. So we can calculate Amrita's divisible profit. Amrita's divisible profit. The total profit is 89,700. Amrita's share is 1/2. So divided by 2 is equal to 44,850. 44,850 will be received by Amrita. Now total amount received by Amrita. Total amount received by Amrita is equal to divisible profit and commission. So divisible profit is 44,850 plus commission is 7176 is equal to 44,850 plus 7176 is equal to 52,026. 52,026 is the final answer. So in this way you have to complete your question number second. In question number second we have to calculate commission. Commission on which profit? On profit after deduction of commission. Means according to P&L appropriation account, again we have to calculate Amrita's commission on which profit? One is net profit, another is divisible profit. Divisible profit. So in this question we need to calculate commission 8% on profit after deduction of this commission, means on divisible profit. And here divisible profit is not available, that's why we need to apply this formula. Net profit into rate of commission upon 100 plus rate of commission. And according to this formula we get 7176. This is Amrita's commission. Amrita's commission. After getting commission, we need to deduct this commission from net profit. From net profit. And net profit is 96,876. So deduct 7176 from net profit. So 96,876 minus 7,176, we get 89,700. After receiving or getting divisible profit, we need to calculate the share of Amrita's out of profit, and ratio is equal. So Amrita's divisible profit is 89,700 into 1/2. 44,850 is her divisible profit. Now total amount received by Amrita. So she is receiving 44,850 as divisible profit and 7,176 as commission. So total it becomes 52,026 profit, divisible profit plus commission, 52,026. So this is the completion of question number second. And last and final question, Question number third. Now before attempting question number third, once again try to understand this account. Again I am taking same profit and loss appropriation account. First of all, we are taking net profit by net profit. Then here we are taking commission by commission. And after deduction of commission, we get divisible profit. Divisible profit. Suppose three partners are there, A, B, C. Ratio is 3:2:1. Just assume ratio is 3:2:1. Now in this question, assume net profit is 70,000. Net profit is 70,000. And commission we are assuming 10,000 rupees. Now divisible profit 70,000 minus 10,000. Partners are 3. So distribute the divisible profit, means 70,000 minus 10,000, 60,000 in their profit loss sharing ratio. Total divisible profit is 60,000. It will be distributed in ABC 30,000, 20,000, 10,000. Means we have distributed 60,000 in 3:2:1. So according to this ratio, A will get 30,000, B will get 20,000, C will get 10,000. And in this way account will be closed. 70,000, 70,000. First of all, see the account P&L. I have just taken example in order to make you more simple. Question number third. Here net profit is 70,000 I have taken in my example. Commission I have taken 10,000 rupees. 70,000 minus 10,000, we will get divisible profit 60,000. That 60,000 will be distributed. In my example, I have taken three partners, ABC ratio I have taken 3:1. So in 3:2:1, 60,000 will be distributed among these three partners, A, B and C. And as a result, A gets 30,000, B gets 20,000, C gets 10,000. Now problem is, suppose commission amount is not given. Suppose net profit is also not given. Total this is 60,000 is total divisible profit, that is also not given. A's profit is also not given. C's profit is also not given. Only and only B's share is given, 20,000. B's share is given, 20,000. And in this question, now according to this question, according to second part of this question, only B's share is given. A's share is not given. C's share is not given. It means we are not in a position to calculate divisible profit. And in this question, we need to calculate commission at the rate of 10% on which profit? Try to understand, on which profit? On net profit after deduction of commission. Means we need to calculate 10%. Commission we have to calculate 10%. But on which profit? On profit after deduction of this commission. So after deduction of this commission means on divisible profit. But in this question we do not have divisible profit. In this question again we need to calculate 10% on divisible profit, because in question it is written 10% we have to calculate on profit after deduction of a commission. after deduction means out of this profit we have to deduct commission, then whatever amount comes on that amount we have to calculate 10%. But in this question, one partner's share of profit is given 20,000. So on the basis of one partner's divisible profit, we can calculate very easily the divisible profit of all partners, means a divisible profit of firm on the basis of one partner's profit. How? We know that profit means divisible profit. Divisible profit is always distributed in profit loss sharing ratio, and in our example profit loss sharing ratio is 3:2:1. So it means B has got 20,000 according to this ratio. 2 means for his ratio is 2/6. For 2/6 share he gets 20,000. For 2/6 share, if you want to write share, it's okay. For 2/6 he is getting 20,000. Now cross multiplication, in whenever there is sign of is equal to, we need to apply cross multiplication. So 20,000 into 6, 20,000 into 6 divided by 2, 20 into 6, 1,20,000 divided by 2. The total divisible profit of the firm is 60,000. Now you can calculate commission 10%. 10% of commission 6,000. In this way we can calculate if one partner's divisible profit is given. One partner's divisible profit is given. So very easily we can calculate divisible profit of the firm or divisible profit of all the three partners. So how? Whatever share of that partner is given. In our example, B's share is 2/6. So 2/6 is equal to how much he is getting? How much he is getting divisible profit? 20,000. So 2/6 is equal to 20,000. Then cross multiplication, 20,000 into 6 divided by 2. We get 60,000 as a divisible profit. Divisible profit. Then very easily we can calculate commission 10%, 6,000. In this way, question becomes simple. On the same basis, question number 3 is given. Question number 3. Vismay, Abhijit and Kunal. 3 partners are there, sharing profit loss in the proportion of 3:2:4. 3:2:4 means his share is 3/9, 2/9, 4/9. Second part, manager is to be paid. Manager is to be paid 10% commission. 10% commission on net profit, but after deduction of his such a share, means after deduction of commission. Such share means commission. The share of profit of Abhijit. The share of profit of Abhijit. Share of profit of Abhijit is rupees 30,000. Determine the commission of manager. So we have to calculate commission only. Determine the commission of manager. This is the question. 3 partners are there, Vismay, Abhijit and Kunal. Ratio is 3:2:4. manager is to be paid 10% commission, but on which profit? On net profit after deduction of commission. Means if we prepare profit and loss appropriation account, if we prepare profit and loss appropriation account, not profit and loss appropriation, profit and loss account, because manager is paid commission, the manager's commission will be shown in P&L account. Right now take P&L appropriation account. Here we are taking net profit by net profit. Net profit is given in this question? No. To commission, we have to calculate commission. How much? 10%. But on which profit? After deduction. After deduction of this profit. After deduction of this profit means divisible profit. To divisible profit. To divisible profit. And divisible profit is always distributed between partner Vismay, Abhijit and Kunal. In which ratio? 3:2:4. Divisible profit is also not given. But out of divisible profit, one partner's divisible profit, one partner's share of profit is given 30,000. Whose profit? Abhijit. 30,000. Now it becomes very easy for us to calculate divisible profit. Now according to this account, only one partner is getting, one partner's divisible profit is given 30,000. So on the basis of his amount, his divisible profit, very easily we can calculate a divisible profit of the firm. How? We know that divisible profit is distributed in profit loss sharing ratio. Means according to 2/9, he has got 30,000. Means for 2/9 share, he has got 30,000 rupees. For 2/9 share, he has got 30,000. So what is the divisible profit? Divisible profit of the firm. Cross multiplication, 90 into 3, 2,70,000 divided by 2, 1,35,000 is the divisible profit. 1,35,000 is the divisible profit. Now on this profit we have to calculate commission, which is 10%. So calculate 10% on 1,35,000. Manager's commission is 10% is equal to divisible profit is 1,35,000 into 10% is equal to 13,500 rupees. 13,500 is the manager's commission. And in this way, first chapter is completed. Till then, goodbye.